Sustainability. Okay, sustainability is something which has been making headline in the recent years. Okay, so sustainability. There are some resources which are required to make the human species a sustainable species. Okay, and suppose if we want to venture out into outer space, so the first stop in the outer space will be our own moon. Moon which has been part of various folklores. Moon which has been part of various folklores will be the first destination which mankind will make before exploring out more further into the space. Okay, so to live on the moon you will require some resources. As on earth you need the air, you need water, and you need some more things like food and shelter and something. So to live on the moon you will require those resources. There are two methods of getting those resources. You can get either these resources from the earth, or you can generate it from the moon. Now I'll tell you what is the problem from getting these resources on the earth. If you are a small group, then it's okay, you can carry your resources for 1 month, 2 months, or maybe 6 months. But if you plan on making the moon a permanent settlement, someday or the other you will have to start using its local resource, because the cost of getting materials from the earth will be costly and it will be very efficient. So we come on the second topic, on the moon, making the resources on the moon. Okay, as we all know, the resources present on moon cannot be directly utilized by humans. Why? Because the environment or the resources present there are little different from us. Okay, although moon is a part of earth, so many of its components are similar, but still there is a basic difference, like at the absence of atmosphere, irradiated rocks, the UV rays and all. Okay, so to need the resources, we need to convert those raw materials or resources into the compounds or products which are useful for us. Okay, so we come to a basic question which has been asked by us in this presentation: how are we gonna synthesize those resources? So now I move on to the next part of my presentation. So the question which we have asked in the previous paper, the answer which we have developed is Smart and Autonomous Lunar Sample Analyzer, or SALSA in short. Okay, so SALSA is the answer to our question, and now I'm going to explain what is SALSA. Okay, SALSA will be used to synthesize material on moon which will be beneficial for the humans. Okay, so what are the major components of SALSA? Collection and sampling. This module, its responsibility is to collect and sample all the lunar soil or different kind of materials which will be found on the surface of moon. Okay, then the second part which comes is analyzer. Okay, the responsibility of analyzer is to give us the data of what kind of material is present in the lunar sample. Let me give you an example of how the analyzer will work. First, the sample will be bombarded with either heat ray or electromagnetic radiation to vaporize it. Then this vaporized sample, spectroscopy will be done on this vaporized sample, and a data will be obtained. This data will contain the information on the amount of compounds and what type of compounds are present in the lunar soil sample. Now, as per the analyzed data, a separator, the lunar soil sample will go into a separator. Its job will be to separate the major components present in the lunar soil. Let's give them names X, Y, and Z, which will be the major components found in the lunar soil, based on many different characteristics and compositions. So they will be separated, and after that we have designed an algorithm with the help of which we will synthesize the materials which are necessary for humans from these samples X, Y, and Z which we have got from the lunar soil. The neural network or the algorithm which we have designed is as follows. Okay, so the primary objective of the algorithm will be to convert X, Y, Z into A, B, and C. Now let me remind you, X, Y, Z are the different materials which we found in the lunar soil sample after analysis, and A, B, C are the materials which the humans required for a sustainable living, or we can say the humans required for the survival of their species on any planet. Now, what are ABC? we have divided these nutrients into main two parts: the primary objective and the secondary objective. The primary objective will be the components which are required by our body or for the biological processes. Example: water and oxygen and various different compounds are required by our body, without which there is no way life can be supported. And then there are other secondary objectives, which will include the fuel, methods of heat, and other very different methods like the coolant and all. So what happens is, whenever we do a reaction from X to A, there are many different parts through which the reaction may proceed. For example, let's name this part P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. Now our case is, we always want to follow the part in which the conditions are more favorable for us. Okay, so let's say for part P1, C1 is the condition, and part P2, C2 is the condition. In our algorithm, we'll feed in the data. For example, the part P1 will correspond to C1 condition on Earth, and P2 will correspond to C2 condition on Earth. Okay, so now the next job of algorithm will be to find out what is the condition that exists in the lunar atmosphere or the lunar surface. So we have named it condition CM, that will be condition of X at lunar condition. So now the next job of the algorithm will be, it will assess which of the conditions aforementioned, either C1, C2, C3 or C4, is more near or more favorable to the condition which is present on moon or CM. In logical words, we can say the mod of CM minus C1, C2, C3, C4, whichever will be the minimum, will be the condition which the algorithm will proceed to synthesize the material. Okay, so this is the basics of the algorithm, and this is a block diagram of the algorithm. This is the neural network. It will check for the objectives. If the primary objectives or any secondary objectives are possible, then it will relay a command true, and then it will decide which of the conditions are true, which of the conditions are possible on moon, and then it will follow the paths and the processes and synthesize the material. And let's suppose if no primary objectives are found, or if any of the path or any of the conditions are not found, if no preferable conditions are found, it will try to manipulate the conditions with the help of energy, if it has sufficient amount of energy. And if suppose it doesn't have the sufficient amount of energy, it will simply out, or it will simply leave the material out. So this was our project for Lab to Moon. Thank you so much.